Hello friends, welcome to IAS Mantra Maps, your true friend and guide in UPSC preparations. In this series of videos, we are uploading the most probable or crucial areas which can be asked in UPSC Prelims 2018 to be held on June 3rd. Earlier, we already uploaded the most crucial areas in the field of environment and science and tech. In this video, we are going to see the most probable areas in the field of polity, as you can see. And in the subsequent video, you are going to see the most probable areas in the field of economy. So let us see in this video what is so important and what are the trends in the field of Indian polity in GS paper in prelims. So the first point is importance and trend. So one of the most crucial points about polity is that it is a potentially secure area for all aspirants. That is, if you prepare it well, you are going to score well in this section. And it is this section which is going to help you qualify the prelims. So one should not ignore polity at any cost. The second crucial point about this section is the rise in questions in 2017. So 20 plus questions, all of them conceptual, were asked in 2017. And this signifies that UPSC is going to focus over this area in the coming years as well. Third crucial point is the rise in conceptual understanding based questions in 2017. So out of 20 questions, 22 questions, around 18 were conceptually to be understood and answered. So polity becomes all the more conceptual and tough, and it becomes very important because reading it conceptually without mugging it up or memorizing it will help you in a good preparation for the GS paper 2 of mains. And last crucial point about this section is that areas can be predicted in prelims. Yes, you heard it right. Predictions do come true in polity field. So let us see the probable areas for prelims 2018. So we have divided the whole areas into two sections. One is factual question or single liners, and the other is statement based question or analytical questions. So let us see what is so important that can be asked in this year factual single liner questions from polity. The first point is Article 3 and 4, which is from part 1 of Constitution. I would say part 1 is very, very important for this year. And please focus over the powers of the parliament out here in formation of new state and the complete process. Second crucial area for factual question in Constitution is the part 2, citizens and rights. So which of the fundamental rights are available for citizens and which of the rights are available for everyone? It is very important. Also, overseas citizenship of India and PIO, OCI versus PIO card. It is very important because this difference was removed in 2015 by an amendment. So please focus over this area. Third crucial area from where the question can be asked is directive principle. In fact, one question is asked every year, which is factual article number based. So article 40 to 51 is important for this year as well. And please focus specifically over articles 47, 48 and 51. Apart from that, the economic and social principles, I would say, is important for this year. So please revise them as well. Apart from that, fundamental duties. So revise all the fundamental duties and underline all the core words in those duties, because the core words can come, and it can come, this is mentioned in which part: duties, directive principles or fundamental rights. Next important area I would say in factual question is president election versus vice president election, which is important for this year. So differences and who participates is very important out here. Next area important is writs in Supreme Court and High Court, the meanings of the writs. So habeas corpus or mandamus or certiorari, all these writs are available against whom and what is the meaning of such writs. Next, meaning of word reasonable restrictions. So what is included in reasonable restrictions under Article 19 is very, very important. Next, you have to memorize or mug up certain articles which are related to Supreme Court or Election Commission. Article 131, Article 136, Article 143 are very important. I would say Article 143, please focus over this article. And apart from that, Article 324 to 328. Next, famous verdicts and judgments in the amendment and fundamental rights. Please go through these judgments. Factual question might be asked as to what was the outcome of this Supreme Court case. Next, Article 352 emergency provision is very, very important for this year. Next, meaning of defections as per 10th schedule. So what constitutes a defection is very, very important. A factual question can be asked. And lastly, meaning of some terms, example, Anglo-Indians, minority, natural justice, cut motions, delegated legislation is very, very important for this year. So please go through these factual one-liners. Be prepared to get at least 5 to 8 questions from this section. Let us shift to the second part of the video, that is statement-based question or analytical questions to be asked this year from polity. So what are the crucial areas? First is office of profit. Statement-based question, definition of office of profit, mentioned in the constitution, it can be asked. Second, concept of immunity and privileges to the member of parliament as well as to the parliament is very, very important. Next, types of financial bills, type 1 and type 2 and differences. The statement-based comparative question can be asked. Next, method of passing an amendment bill versus money bill. Very, very crucial. It can be asked separately. Give a comparative view of both these bills. Next, a comparative approach is also required in studying legislative process, that is passage of bills in parliament versus the state assembly. So please focus over the powers of the second house out here, the upper house. Next, appointment powers and independence of various offices. I would say independence is the most crucial term here. Example, CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General, Attorney and Advocate General, Chief Election Commissioner and judges, etc. Please go through all the offices. Next, crucial area from where the analytical questions can be asked is 5th versus 6th schedule. And please focus the powers of the tribal areas out here. Next important area is language for communication, official communication mentioned in the constitution. All the provisions related to official languages. Please go through it. So between center and state as well as between state and state. Next, J and K state versus other states compared. Please give a comparative view of this topic. Next, take out all the provisions which is given for the weaker castes and weaker sections, especially scheduled castes and scheduled tribes throughout the constitution. Next, Article 301 versus Article 19(1)(g compared. Give a comparative view. These two articles relate with the freedom of trade, commerce, profession and intercourse. Please refer the differences between these two articles. Next, powers or independence of public servants and powers of a public service commission. So please refer this topic because this is important for this year. Next, powers of local planning bodies, metropolitan planning committee, district planning committee is very, very important for this year. Next, pardoning powers of president versus governor, another important comparative area out here. Next, you also have to focus our comparative approach in Article 15 versus Article 16, that is right to equality. Article 29 versus Article 30, that is rights of minorities. Article 25 versus Article 26, that is the secularism concept, that is right to religion. Next, also a comparative view is needed in Speaker of Lok Sabha versus Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Please refer to the powers of both these offices. Next, discretionary powers of governor. Statement based question might be asked. So implied discretion is one area where you have to focus upon. Next, changes in the budget making process since 2017. So what have been the processes, changes? Please prepare a statement based question over this topic. Next, Niti Aayog versus Planning Commission, another comparative area. And one of the most crucial area is center-state relations and interstate relations. So out here, center control over state in normal times. Prepare this topic. 1 to 2 questions are expected this year. Also, various institutions which have been given in the constitution for betterment and strengthening of interstate relations. Example, zonal councils. Example, interstate council. Prepare this topic as well. So this is very, very important. Apart from this, current affairs is another important area from where in politics questions can be asked. And in current affairs, basically the questions are asked from various bills which were in news. One of the bills is Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016, for example. Please prepare that topic. And I would say one of the most crucial topic for this year is interstate council versus zonal council compared. I have not written this, but please prepare this topic. So these were all the areas in polity which can be asked in 2018 UPSC prelims. Thanks a lot. Good day ahead.